A young woman crashed her car on a snowy New Hampshire road. A neighbor stopped to help. She told him she was fine, that she had already called for help. He went inside his house to call the police anyway. It took him less than 5 minutes. When officers arrived, the car was there. Maura Murray was not. She has never been seen again. Maura Murray was 21 years old. She was a nursing student at the University of Massachusetts Amherst. A bright, athletic young woman with her whole future ahead of her. Before nursing, she had attended West Point Military Academy on a full scholarship. She was a competitive runner. She had a boyfriend named Billy Rausch who was serving in the military at the time. By all accounts, Maura was driven, capable, and responsible. But in the days leading up to her disappearance, something was wrong. On February 5th, 2004, just 4 days before she vanished, Maura was involved in a minor car accident near campus. She didn't tell her father about it right away. That same week, she looked up directions to a cabin in the White Mountains of New Hampshire. She emailed her professors saying she would be missing class due to a family emergency. She withdrew $280 in cash from an ATM. She packed a bag. No family emergency existed. Whatever Maura was planning, she was planning it alone. On the evening of February 9th, 2004, Maura Murray got into her car and drove north. She was heading toward the White Mountains, an area she had researched just days before. She had packed enough clothing for a week. She had wine and other alcohol in the car with her. At around 7:27 p.m. on Route 112 near Haverhill, New Hampshire, Maura's car hit a snowbank and crashed into a wooden post. The car was disabled, the airbags deployed. A man named Butch Atwood was driving a school bus nearby. He pulled over and asked if she needed help. Maura seemed calm. She told him she had called AAA. She asked him not to call the police. Butch went home, which was just a short distance away. He watched the car from his window. He called 911 anyway. The entire interaction lasted no more than a few minutes. When police arrived, the car was still there. The engine was still warm. There were skid marks on the road. Inside the car, investigators found her packed bag, a bottle of wine with a broken seal, MapQuest directions to a hotel in Vermont, and a book. But Maura Murray was gone, vanished into a cold, dark New Hampshire night. Search teams responded immediately. Dogs were brought in. Helicopters swept the area. Volunteers scoured the dense woods surrounding Route 112. The temperature that night had dropped well below freezing. The terrain was brutal. Thick forest, steep hills, icy streams. They found nothing. No footprints leading away from the car. No clothing, no signs of struggle. The search continued for days, then weeks. Her family, her father Fred, her sister Julie, her boyfriend Billy, refused to give up. They came to New Hampshire. They searched themselves. They put up flyers. They held press conferences. Maura's case attracted national attention. It became one of the most discussed missing persons cases in America, covered by newspapers, television programs, podcasts, and documentaries. And still, no answers. The disappearance of Maura Murray has generated more theories than almost any other cold case in modern history. Theory 1. She walked into the woods and didn't survive. The most straightforward explanation. Maura was in an emotionally fragile state, possibly disoriented, possibly intoxicated. She may have wandered into the woods in the dark and succumbed to the freezing temperatures. If her body came to rest in a remote area, it could remain undiscovered for years, or forever. Theory 2. Someone picked her up. Several witnesses reported seeing vehicles stopped near Maura's car in the minutes before police arrived. One witness described a dark pickup truck. If someone stopped and offered her a ride, willingly or not, that person has never come forward. This theory has never been ruled out. Theory 3. She planned to disappear. Some investigators and amateur sleuths believe Maura intentionally staged her own disappearance. driven by personal pressures, a troubled relationship, or something she never told anyone. The cash withdrawal, the packed bag, the false family emergency, all suggest planning. But if she chose to vanish, she has never reached out to her family in over 20 years. Theory 4. Foul play from the beginning. Some believe Maura never made it out of that car alive, that someone was waiting, watching, and took advantage of a vulnerable young woman alone on a dark road. This theory remains deeply unsettling and unproven. To this day, no theory has been confirmed. No arrest has ever been made. Maura's family has never stopped searching. Her father, Fred, dedicated years of his life to finding answers. Driving to New Hampshire, knocking on doors, speaking to anyone who would listen. He passed away in 2021, still not knowing what happened to his daughter. Her sister, Julie, continues to advocate for Maura's case to this day. She runs a website, speaks publicly, and works with investigators to keep the case alive. In 2022, the New Hampshire Cold Case Unit took over the investigation, bringing fresh eyes to 2 decades of evidence. As of 2026, Maura Murray's case remains officially open and unsolved. Maura Murray was 21 years old. She packed a bag. She drove north. She crashed on a snowy road. And in the 5 minutes it took a neighbor to call the police, she vanished completely. If you have any information about Maura Murray's disappearance, contact the New Hampshire State Police Cold Case Unit. If this case stayed with you, subscribe to Grave Evidence, because every missing person has a name, and every name deserves the truth.